What's up, Broncos country? Welcome back to the channel. So here to recap the Houston Texans at the Denver Broncos, with the Broncos prevailing, getting the W 16-9. For Broncos fans, this game was definitely a roller coaster. A lot of probably the same opinions from most Bronco fans. It was a shit show, but we got the W. Did we deserve to win? Probably not, but you got to get the dubs how you can get them. So, anywho, let's look at the stats in this game. I guess we'll start out with the Texans. Davis Mills, 19 completions, 38 attempts, 177 yards, 0 touchdowns, 0 interceptions. So he didn't play that well. Let's see, Damian Pierce, 15 carries, 69 yards. Not bad. I mean, they weren't really running the ball that much. They only used the one running back. Jeff Driscoll, former Bronco, he had a rushing attempt, and he got 10 yards out of it. Davis Mills, he also ran twice, got a yard. Receiving, their best receiver was Nico Collins. He had 4 catches, 58 yards. Brandon Cooks had 4 catches, 54 yards. Nobody over 30 after that. I'm not going to go into that. See their defense. Let's see. One of their guys had a pretty good game. Rasheem Green, I believe he was a former Seahawk. Played with Russell Wilson. He had 1.5 sacks. Christian Kirksey, he had half a sack. He also had an interception. He got that interception off Russell Wilson. Jonathan Grenard, he had a sack as well. That's all I'm seeing here. And then their kicker was perfect. He was 3 for 3. His longest was 44 yards. All right, let's go to the Broncos now. This is where it gets ugly. Russell Wilson was 14 for 31. He only completed 14 passes in this game. Oh, yeah, it was ugly. I'm glad we got the win, but this was a tough game to watch. I mean, even the home crowd was booing them. I don't really know if I agree with that. I mean, when the offense can't get things going, I mean, wouldn't you want to support them and try to get them going? I mean, booing them is just going to bring them down. I mean, yeah, I wanted to boo too, but it's like it's already not going their way. Us, the home fans, we can't make it worse for them. He had 219 yards passing. Not that good. He had a touchdown pass, and he did throw the interception. See, running backs, Javonte Williams, 15 carries, 75 yards. I actually thought he played a pretty good game. He was probably the hot hand in this one. Melvin Gordon had 10 carries, 47 yards. And, that's really about it. Mike Boone didn't get any playing time. Receiving, Courtland Sutton. This was the Courtland Sutton game. He was amazing. He had 7 catches for 122 yards receiving, and he averaged 17.4 yards per catch, which is freaking incredible. He didn't have a touchdown catch, but he should have had a touchdown. Well, I don't know. I'm being biased. I guess his foot was out of bounds, so he almost had a touchdown catch in this game, but they waved it off. See, the second best receiver was Tyree Cleveland. He had 2 catches, 28 yards. So, yeah, it's a huge drop-off. You have the 122 yards going to 28 yards. Eric Saubert had the 1 catch for 22 yards. That was the only touchdown they scored in the game that he caught. Kendall Hinton had 1 catch for 20 yards. Jerry Jeudy had 1 catch for 11 yards. Unfortunately, Jerry Jeudy went down with injury. I heard it was ribs. Hopefully, he's all right. Or actually, I'm pretty sure I read something that it came back negative, so no cracked ribs, no nothing. Probably a little bit of bruising. I think he just got hit in the side real hard. So hopefully he's all right, and he can get back on the practice field in a couple days and get ready for this coming Sunday. Javonte Williams, 1 catch, 10 yards. Melvin Gordon, 1 catch, 6 yards, and that was it. Defense. Draymond Jones had himself a game. He had 2 sacks, just like Bradley Chubb had last week. He had 2 sacks. So great game from Draymond Jones on the D-line. Randy Gregory, he had a sack. Glad to see that. That's really it, though. I mean, other than that, it was just, I felt like the defense did a pretty good job today. I thought they played a lot better in this game than against Seattle, holding the Texans to 9 points. There were, some penalties that they took, but it wasn't as bad as game 1. I felt like game 2 was a lot better for the defense. So I was happy to see them step up. Now, the offense, that's a whole different story. The offense was terrible today, okay? It was one of the ugliest wins I've seen in a while. I mean, I'm glad we won. If we did not win this game, this might be top 3 of some of the ugliest games I've seen from this team in recent memory. Brandon McManus, he was 3 for 3. Perfect. His longest field goal was a 50-yarder. That's all I'm going to go into here. Montreal Washington, I think he's actually a great pickup. I think he's been a good punt returner. And he also, I'm pretty sure he caught a pass today too. No, he didn't. I thought he did. Guess not. But I do like that they drafted him. But yeah, as I was saying, that offense, we got to work on them penalties. It was so bad that the fans were freaking booing, mocking Nathaniel Hackett. They were counting down the play clock. I heard it when I was watching the game. They were like 10, 9, 8, 7. They would go all the way down to 1, and then they would snap the ball. I mean, that's just bad. Like, the Broncos, they've had all this training camp OTAs to make sure that stuff like this wouldn't happen, No pre-snap penalties, all these false starts. Just, it was bad last week. I felt like it was worse today. I mean, it was terrible. What else happened? The time management again. I honestly thought it was worse in this game than against Seattle. They burned all 3 timeouts before the fourth quarter was even halfway through. Had the defense not have, held the Texans from scoring there, they're only up by a touchdown. This game is a tie ball game, and they leave like less than 30 seconds on. You ain't got no timeouts to try and get down to kick a game-winning field goal. So I do not like how they managed this game at all either, coming down to crunch time. They're lucky they had the lead and they were at home. If they were on the road, they probably would have lost this game. Just going over the notes here. Oh, another thing. We lost Pat Surtain to a shoulder injury. Best corner we have. That's unfortunate. We cannot afford to lose somebody like that. I felt like the defense, the young guys stepped up when he went out, but just when we're playing better teams than competition we've been playing, which we've been struggling against, we're going to need him. And, this is a little worrisome for me. But, if the offense can just stop with the penalties and they can punch in some touchdowns on offense, because they've been struggling. They struggled in the red zone this game as well. If they just do that, I feel like they'd be a really good team, but they just have not gelled yet. Everything's still new. It probably sucked when Jerry Jeudy went out, because I know Russell Wilson, that's probably his favorite target. He threw to Cortland Sutton. You saw when he went out, it was all Cortland Sutton after that. But, just going through the last notes here. I felt like Russell Wilson definitely took over there in that fourth quarter when Hackett was, I don't know, he was just kind of clueless out there. I know it's his second game as head coach. Congrats on getting the win, though. You got your first win, second career NFL game as a head coach. But still, it was bad. It was bad management all over the place. You could tell that the coaching, they're all brand new. And it still has not gelled together yet, and it's tough to watch. But to say the least, but glad we got the win. We can get that winning taste in our mouth. Feels good, and hopefully they can build off it. I mean, they got a lot of work to do. But if they can just clean up the penalties and fix the red zone offense, I feel like that's probably their two biggest things. Oh, and the clock management. It's probably top three things they need to fix, start working on. I thought the defense was really good today, though. So, anywho, before we get out of here, the Broncos did honor the Stanley Cup champions, the Colorado Avalanche. They came to the home opener today, so that was awesome. But yeah, that's really all I got to say. Glad that we got the win. It was ugly, but we got the dub. So, in the win column. So, hopefully this offense I feel like it's on them. If they can just clean it up, they could be a really good team. So, any of you, hope you all enjoyed the vid. Hit the like button, subscribe if you're new. Other than that, stay safe, be good, go Broncos, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.